jaaliyadda Burundi oo maanta maamulkiisu oo garbaxayeen kooda Luuliyo 2014 ciyaarta intaas ay ku egtahay marka haddana waxay noo bilaabanaysaa Qudbaddi insha Allah daawasho wacan daawasho dhegeyso kuwana madaxda mashiinada Marwo oxlam brother zatay hello brother how are you yeah good yeah that's insha Allah wada daawano dadkana waa badankooda Somali community kuwa insha Allah هذا Qudbaddi اللي سوى ذا النص وضع inoo xigi doono hees Soomaaliya ay gabdhaheena inoo qaadaan daawasho wacan daawasho wacan هستا waxay ahayd aways hesta aways aad ugu baxsatay
hours and hours and hours of your time organising invitations, organising schedules, cooking, organising the amazing entertainment that we've seen. So I wanted to thank and acknowledge all of you for your hard work. But even more so than that, I wanted to acknowledge your hard work each and every day. I can only imagine how hard it is to establish a new community in a new continent. And I know that you have elders of your community, leaders of your community, who look out for one another, who make sure that you're aware of support services, who try and help each other settle in. And that is a really wonderful and amazing thing you do. And I want you to know that it does not go unacknowledged. We know how hard you work and we really appreciate it. So thank you very much. The theme of this evening is resilience. And I know that there are many, many members of your community who could write a book on resilience yourself. There are many members here tonight who have overcome great adversity, who have witnessed hardship, who have undertaken enormous journeys to the other side of the world to set up a new life. You know about resilience. What I want to do is make sure that as a result of the resilience that your community has already demonstrated, that your dream of coming to Australia and receiving all of the opportunities for you and your family comes true. I want to make sure that you have the support that you need, that you have the education system that you need, that you have the access to healthcare that you need, that you can use that opportunity and make sure that you, your families, your children can live in good health, in safety and in a great community. So I want to thank you for choosing Adelaide and choosing South Australia. I want to wish you a happy Independence Day and thank you once more for having me. It is a great pleasure.
invitation for tonight. I said I definitely need to be there. I know that our theme tonight is about resilience, and I know that your people have suffered so much and yet have remained so strong and so happy and so caring about each other. And that's why I know that you are a successful community here in South Australia. I also want to say thank you for living here, because the strength that you have experienced overseas, you now have brought to us, and you make us all a stronger place because you've chosen to be here. So I thank you very much for that.
I would like to invite Mayor Gary, Mayor Paul Adelaide.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I must admit, I don't feel very clever here tonight because I've had to write all this down. The girls are much cleverer than me, they can remember it. So we'll see how we go. On behalf of myself and my wife Vicky and the Port Adelaide Infield community, I'd like to thank you very, very much for having us here tonight. This is certainly an enjoyable function, and the colour and the spectacle and the music, I just wish I could have got up with the drums. That was really, really exciting, and I think it got everyone in the right frame of mind this evening. So, as I say, what a great night to be here. And the Somali community, it's relatively new and a small community in Australia. It started with a small number of students who arrived here during the 1980s. And most of the Somali people in the community arrived in Australia from 1992 onwards, mostly as refugees from civil war, more recently as family migrants. Many of you have chosen to make your homes, initially at least, here in Port Adelaide Infield. And we know we have our wonderful Mayor Charles Stern with us tonight, and we'd like to share the love. And I know a lot of the community lives in the Port Adelaide Infield with Charles Stern. We are particularly proud of that because it gives the broadening of our community, it broadens our interests and our minds, and it gives us a lot of new exciting things to learn of your community. Our community, the Port Adelaide Infield community, has one of the largest numbers of refugees and Aboriginal people in any of the metropolitan councils in this state. We're very, very proud of that because it gives us a sense of diversification and something to see that was truly unique sometimes, and all the different cultures and music and religions and the different views. And the sort of things that make us particularly proud. So on behalf of the people of Port Adelaide Infield, and certainly myself and my wife, thank you for having us here tonight. And we hope that you all enjoy yourselves tonight, enjoy living in our wonderful community, and I thank you for enriching our community with your cultures. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me here tonight. It is a great honour to be here on your special day, Somali Independence Day. I was asked to also say a few words about resilience, and I'm going to do that by acknowledging two people sitting here in the audience, and I don't want to embarrass them, but Daisy and Betty, as the Indigenous owners and the original inhabitants of Australia, their culture is an example of resilience, and it's something that doesn't go acknowledged very often here in Australia, and I think it's something that we should acknowledge more often. And what I will be supporting, and what the City of Charleston will be supporting, is the recognition of Indigenous culture in the Australian Constitution, because something we can all share and something they have shared with us is their land. We are all migrants here. It is their land, and I pay my respects to the original inhabitants.
Thank you, MC. I also would like to acknowledge the customary tradition of this land, the Ghanaian people, and their spiritual relation with this land. I also want to acknowledge all the dignitaries that have come tonight. On behalf of the Honorable Minister Council, and all the 54 countries in Africa are suffering in one way or other, or people are dying. And also all people are dying all over the world because of one way or other. So before the party, I want you to share money for 1 million if you don't mind.
Standing 1 minute for Africa and people who are dying for suffering and malnutrition.
Thank you. Good to see you.
This is Mabok, Mr. Mabok.
Now the reason I've asked people to remember all our heroes, people who are now dying either in Africa or in other part of the world, is because all those people, as far as I'm concerned, are all heroes. They died for one reason or another. And the theme of today is resilience. What a wonderful theme for the Somali community, or Somali women community, to select that theme, resilience. As we all celebrate the independence of Somalia today, it didn't come really out of the blue. There were people that had a resilience for the country to be liberated from the colonizers. That resilience didn't come without unity among them. So when you are united, when you unite yourself and celebrate the independence of your country, that is the resilience. So I congratulate the people who have put all these wonderful days together. Remember the heroes that have put their blood to make sure that the country is liberated, the Somali. My theme as the chair of Government Community Council is always clear. I said it last year and I'll say it again, that unity is the most important thing in our lives. Without unity, we'll never do anything by ourselves. And I'm sure if your fourth brother did not unite, they would have not liberated Somalia that we are celebrating today. So it was not because of unity that people that have opened their arms to welcome us in their own country, they would have not actually welcomed us. But because they were united, well organized, they opened their arms to welcome us in this beautiful country, to come and share with us, and for us to contribute also effectively in the development of this country, this wonderful country. So I would again plead that your contribution has already been acknowledged by most of the dignitaries here, that your contribution is vital here in Australia and also back home. And I'm sure with your unity, you will do a lot more. The name Somali unite all of you. We understand that we
I too would like to acknowledge that we're meeting on the land of the Ngana people. I would also like to acknowledge the various distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. So like with everyone else, I'm been talking about resilience, just briefly. I've been working as a multicultural community liaison officer for the Department of Immigration and now the Department of Social Services, and I often use the word resilience. It's a word that's usually associated with new arrivals to Australia, particularly refugees. I've had first-hand experience in hearing stories of courage and strength during times of hardship and adversity. Upon arrival to Australia, many new arrivals are faced with challenges such as language barriers, lack of employment opportunities and accommodation. No doubt, resilience of any person is dependent on their personal characteristics. However, external forms of support play a pivotal role in building up resilience. Your family, friends, ethnic community and the support of government departments and agencies. The Department of Social Services delivers various programs which can assist you with some of the challenges you face. The Department delivers a settlement grants program, and next I would like to invite
opportunity for being here and celebrating Independence Day with you tonight. I too would like to acknowledge that we meet on Gunner land and also acknowledge the invited guests tonight. In terms of education, your children are very important to us, and the services we provide are designed to take a child from the time they arrive in Australia and support them all the way through to a really successful education. Some of the programs we run under New Arrivals program, where for a year children can be in an intensive English language program, and it gives them a time to build their English language but also to learn about schooling in Australia. After that, there are extensive support for children in their local schools, and I think there are about 300 schools where we provide special support for children right through. As well as that, we train community members to become bilingual school support officers, and these are really important people, and I suspect there might be some in the room, who, because of their language ability, can go and work with children in school, but also connect the school to the community. Another important role is our community liaison officers, and I'm pleased to work with a range of community liaison officers who again work with communities and parents and support them to connect to education. And as well, we also have some specialist psychologists who work with children, particularly those who have experienced a lot of trauma. I was asked by Abdullahi to talk about resilience tonight. And I've got to say, I feel very reluctant to speak to you about resilience because in my mind, you are the masters of resilience. When I think about my experiences, I've never had to put up with the turmoil of leaving my home or seeing or suffering extreme violence.
Andrew Hopkinson is the
Thank you very much. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the land of Ghana and obviously this time to Honourable Patrons and to the heirs of thank you for the invite. It's a great privilege actually. I've only worked in multicultural affairs or multicultural SA for about 9 months, and I've had the great privilege in that time to read lots of stories that pass across my desk. I get to read all the things that are written up for the Minister of Multicultural Affairs of my team, and expresses the different experiences that people have had before they've arrived here. And I've had the opportunity to sit down with some people and hear about how they've lived their lives. At some stage, they're designated to be from a certain country with their whole life experiences of growing up in a refugee camp in another country. So I agree with what's been said before about resilience. I don't think I have any understanding of that. Resilience is taken for a community such as yours to come together and overcome the things that are going around. I suspect if we are talking about resilience, we're talking about the fact that it is how we come together as communities, how we support one another, that what we gain, the strength we gain of working together is much greater than the strength we have as an individual who is isolated alone. So I'd like to thank Abdullahi for the welcome earlier, for allowing me to feel part of this event tonight, a little bit part of your